I think that's what's happening now. The industry is growing up. It's becoming more secure. It will be accepted by banks. It will. I'll leave it at this thought, which is when your bank tells you they'll buy Bitcoin for you and they'll make it really easy, and you can do it on the phone, it'll cost you $1 million Bitcoin. And when your bank calls you on the phone and says, you know, you really ought to buy Bitcoin, it's a digital monetary alternative, and when they recommend it, it'll cost you $10 million of Bitcoin. And right now, no bank's going to recommend it, and they're not going to help you buy it, and you're going to have to jump through hoops, and you're going to feel really nervous about it, but you'll get to buy it around 100,000 or a little bit less than 100,000 of Bitcoin. And I think they're all three the same risk-reward proposition, and I bought it at 10,000. I'm buying it in billions of dollars of quantity at 100,000. I'll be buying it at $1 million. I'll be buying it at 10 million.
So there's Michael Saylor. He's sitting there telling you that he'll be buying Bitcoin right now when Bitcoin's $1 million, when Bitcoin's 10 million. So we hear a lot of questions saying, hey, am I too late for Bitcoin? No, you're not. Bitcoin has a lot of gas in the tank because there is no top. If you don't understand that, the dollar is going to print to infinity and Bitcoin is going to go into infinity, then you need to do some more research. And with that, what's happening in Crypto Crew? Sean's coming back at you, another cryptocurrency video. We're getting straight into it. Look at this inverse head and shoulders pattern. We broke over this major level. This is on the total crypto market capitalization. And right here, where do we see us going back up towards the top of this level? $3.5 to $4 trillion is underway. Got the bullish divergence on the RSI. We hope you're prepared. And Bitcoin coming at the current time of this recording is at 94.6K. What do we see? What do we anticipate? We're going to focus here on this fractal pattern below the MACD. Price action we've talked about countless times to ad nauseum. And, you know, if you don't pay attention to our videos, we'll know what to tell you. But basically, you can see this is a broadening wedge pattern, and we hit our head on this twice, came up, retested the bottom, came up, retested the bottom, and this is on the weekly chart. Look at the red lines. As we came back down and tested this perfectly, the red lines are moving more and more towards the green as this will start to see this uptick. This is going to correspond with the price action too. So the price action will blast through all these levels, put in new all-time highs, melt faces, and once again, we hope you're prepared. And then right here, if you bought Bitcoin with your $1,400 stimulus check about 5 years ago, you would now have $22,000. So that's the power of Bitcoin. Shout out to Joe Burnett. This is definitely something that you need to understand. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but if you put that free money they gave you into Bitcoin, that would be over a 10x on your money. To see exactly what it is, we're looking at 22,000 divided by 1,400. You're talking over a 15x on your money. So keep stacking sats and zoom out. Look on long time frames. Don't think of short term. And right here, look at the Bitcoin price chart. You know, this is from Bob Lucas. Nice weekly close confirms a new weekly cycle. And a Bitcoin 4-year uptrend, we should assume the bull trend with this confirmation. Weekly rise for 15 weeks on average. Right here, we are at week 3. So 15 weeks on average before we see that blast off to the upside. So we're getting ready to gear up over the next 11 weeks. So where we are right now on the weekly chart, we zoom into the price action and go out to 11 weeks. Where could Bitcoin be having its next local top? Let's get our date range. We're going to go out 11 bars, 11 weeks. That's going to take us out to July 14th. We could be seeing this blast up to new all-time highs before we sort of base out potential top, but we'll visit that once that occurs. And right here, rational root, last week's net ETF inflows were over 11x the new supply issuance. If you're not seeing what's going on, then you're sleeping under a rock. The last time this happened, we had a blast up in the price. Bitcoin went from roughly about 65, 70,000 and ran all the way up ultimately to almost $110,000. So the last time we seen this big spike, price action followed. So once again, this is sort of our thesis for the next few months. Bitcoin's extremely bullish. And right here, where could we be going? Look at these extension levels. If we zoom into the price action, we could be seeing 110,000, 115,000, 150,000, 200,000, 250,000. This macro upwards trend line / resistance. This could get very, very bullish in the short to mid-term. Once again, Bitcoin bros, hope you're prepared. And the fear and greed, current time this recording is coming in at 60. Bitcoin sitting right below 95,000. And old whales versus new. Look at all the new whales. That's the pink here. They are going parabolic. They are buying at these levels because they know what's about to come. They're racing. We're starting to see institutional FOMO, and we're going to start to see nation and nation state FOMO soon. BlackRock's continuing to buy. They bought over 10,000 Bitcoin. Michael Saylor continues to buy. He bought over 15,000 Bitcoin. Everybody stacking sats are you. Speaking of nation and nation state FOMO, Arizona Strategic Bitcoin Reserve enables $8 billion investment from state general and retirement funds. This needs one last signature from the governor. Could Arizona be the first state to enable its strategic Bitcoin reserve in the U.S.? Right here, you see they are at the last stage. Is it going to get enacted? We're seeing a lot of other states in the race, but none ahead of Arizona. What is to come? Will this be the first domino? And will this cause nation state and state FOMO? You be the judge. We even have members of the White House, U.S. Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick speaking on Bitcoin. It is all the way up at the highest level. Let's hear what he has to say.
Don't mind touching on your Bitcoin story. When did you personally find Bitcoin? I know that you're a huge proponent of it. And as you just said, you're not coming to this to capitalize on Bitcoin being a hot topic at the moment. You are an actual believer. When did that start for you?
2017.
Okay.
Started reading about it, trying to understand it. People always started with, you should learn blockchain, right? Remember the whole blockchain this and blockchain that?
Yep.
And so I started looking at and trying to understand blockchain technology and how that would impact financial services and things like that. But then, of course, I started saying, well, is it really blockchain I should be thinking about, or should I be thinking about Bitcoin? And then the attributes of Bitcoin, the fundamental attributes, 21 million, there aren't going to be any more. There's no one messing with the software. There's no one you can fix it or change it. It's just a rare entity. And so that rarity is what creates its value. And so I played with it a little bit, bought a little bit, then bought a little bit more. And then I started really learning about the whole ecosystem. And then my firm I brought my firm into the market, try to be an advisor, analysts, cover it, talk about it. So I think it was just until 2020. And then 2020, we went all in with it in every way. And, I guess that's early. In 2025, it's pretty early.
I think we're all early. I think in the grand scheme of things with Bitcoin.
Oh, I like that answer. That's a good one.
So there you see Howard Lutnick and his Bitcoin story and how he got orange pilled. And right now, you are still early. You're hearing from the Bitcoin bros sitting here telling you, do not think you missed the boat. Start stacking sats. Don't have unit bias. Don't think, oh, I need to buy one, spend 95,000 at one time. No, dollar cost average over time and start saving in Bitcoin. Use it as your savings account. Don't keep money in the bank. Keep enough to pay your bills, what you have to do. But save your money for however you make money in Bitcoin. That's all I have for you today. I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. If you guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate each and every one of you. And with that, I'm out.